Okay friends, today we're going to be painting some paper, but before we do that, we are going to be making some snowflakes. So you're going to pick two colors that you want to use for your snowflakes, just two, because we're going to be adding more color with paint later. I'm going to do purple and pink, but you can do whatever you want. Here's how you make your snowflake. You want to hold your crayon near the tip, and you're going to make a big X, and I'm kind of pressing hard so that when I go to paint, I'll still see that snowflake. After you do that X, you're going to do a vertical line up and down that goes right through the middle of that. And then you're going to do another one that goes across. That's kind of like a lowercase t that goes through the X now. Now at the end of your snowflake, you're going to think of some kind of shape or line that you want to repeat. I'm just going to do little dots. I'm still making sure I push kind of hard. I'm now going to do something in the middle of my snowflake too, some kind of line or shape I repeat. For mine, I'm just going to do a straight line. We are now going to draw a couple more snowflakes, and you want to think about space on your paper, so you want to spread them out. You also want to think about variety and making things different, because that makes your art more interesting when you make things different. So I'm going to go in, maybe do a smaller snowflake, start with my X, then do my line across with my T, something different on this snowflake. Maybe I'll do like a V, and it should be the same thing at the end of each line, and then something that goes in the middle of each line. So there, I'm going to do a circle. When you're ready, you can switch to your second color. I'm going to do another one down here. Okay, so I'm looking at my paper. Where else can I add a snowflake, you think? All right, maybe here, or I've got a little room here. So I'm going to do one right here and then one in that corner because I'm thinking about space. Okay, friends, so now that I have those done, I'm going to get a third color crayon, any color you want, and we're going to do some swirls. So a swirl is a line that curls in on itself. So I'm going to just do one color for that, and I'm going to go in. Whoops, Miss Plumber. You know what? That happens sometimes. I'm just going to grab a new one. I'm going to go in, I'm going to curl, and I'm going to have that line start to head back into itself, but it curls in. And this is going to make some wind in your picture. So I'm also going to spread those out. Where do you think I could add another swirl? Where do I need one? All right, maybe somewhere over here. Okay, friends, so now that we have the drawing done, we can go in and we can paint. So you're going to get a paint palette called a watercolor palette and a paintbrush. In order to get your paint to work, you need to add a little bit of water to your brush. You're going to dip your brush in any color you want, and you're going to go on top of your painting with your watercolor. And what's going to happen is I don't have to paint around the crayon because the crayon creates a resist. So the longer you leave your brush in the paint and you move it around, the darker it's gonna look. So the first round of paint, I didn't really hang out in that paint too long, but now that I hung out a little longer, you'll see it's a little bit darker. Every time I get a new color, I need to clean my brush before I grab a new color. Okay, and I'm going to cover the whole paper with the colors I'd like until all the white areas are covered up. While you're painting, I want you to think about, are you holding your brush nice and gentle? When you paint, your bristles should be closed together, very gentle. Are you cleaning your brush between colors? And I'm going to know, because if that paint tray you're using looks really dirty, that means you weren't cleaning your brush. So we're going to make sure we clean our brush. We're adding enough water as we're working, and we're very gentle. Okay, friends, so as you can tell, I completely covered the whole thing in paint, and all my white areas are pretty much covered.